Hello friends, welcome back to the Python tutorial, and today we'll be learning about the very important if else and if else statement. Whatever code you pick, you will see them in most of them, and these play a very important role in shifting the control basically of the language. So today we'll be learning will how to use the if else statement and if else statement. So coming to the if statement first. So what does if statement do? Like if we have an if, then we have a condition. So if the condition is true, then the condition will enter into the after the colon it will enter and the print command would be printed. Now here, as if you see, we have an if statement, then we have the condition over here, 5 not equal to 6, and if the statement is true, the there would be a print, and there would be a print of 5 does not equal 6. But if this statement is false, then this would not be printed. Like this is false, so this won't be printed. If 5, because if you can see 5 not equal to 6, the condition where the condition part is, that turns out to be false. So therefore this statement won't be printed. Now if you see that there would be often times that you won't be, you forget to print because there are not semicolons in, you forget to enter or provide a space or move to the next line. What I'm trying to say is move to the next line, then you would find an error in this, like 5 over here. Like if you see, as we go through, you will see that all of them are using the next line. After the condition, you need to the after the colons, you need to come to the next line. Now similarly in the else statement, what the else does is, if the above statement is true, then well and good, it uh, will print the above statement. But if the above statement is not true, then the else statement would be printed. Like over here, you can see that if we have, then we have, after the if we have a condition 1 equal to 2, then a colon and the condition, print 1 equal to else then a colon, and then we have an enter space. You can Python spaces play a very important role. So in Python we have spaces that are required. So because we don't have semicolons over here, so print 1 does not equal to 2. So similarly, because the above statement won't work, the else statement will work. Do remember, else statement is the last option that the program will have to either print the statement or not. Like over here, if 1 is equal to 2, and we very well know that 1 is not equal to 2, so this will not enter into the part of where we need to print the statement. It will move to directly to else. Now when it comes to else, it sees that we have a command that needs to be executed. So when it comes over here, it sees print 1 does not equal to 2. Now similarly, we have an if else statement. Now if else statement can be used between the if and the else statement. So first, the condition, what if else does is, after checking for if, the following if else does is checked, and there can be many if else, but they should be between if and else only. Now as we can see over here, that first, continuing the example, that first the statement here is false, then if else is checked. Now if else is not equal to 2, 1 is not equal to 2, and that would give us a true statement and print this. So print this would be printed, and the command and the interpreter won't go to the next line of else where the print don't print this either. So it won't go over there, it will print if else if elif what we say, and since the condition is true, and print would be printed. Now moving up, you won't works similarly in the if statement also, like as it was working earlier. There is no changes in the if and the else of earlier, but else if, there can be many else if also. Now, as you can see over here, after printing else if it will exit. So it's not like that if else if is printed then else would also be printed. Either of one of them would be printed. Either if else if would be printed. Now that if there are many else if, it doesn't mean that all the else if would be printed, only the condition that is true. Like over here, if you see, if 1 is equal to 2, so that won't be printed, okay, because you know that that's false, so it won't go over there. Now, like the second else if is true. Now if else if is true over here, it would go over there, but it would go inside the, after passing the condition to true, it will go inside. But you can see that don't print this either would be would not be printed, because 1 is not equal to, so here the false command would be used. Here the false condition would be returned here, so don't print this either would be not printed. Now else if 5 is less than equal to 19, that's true, so the print command here would be second else if statement, and the second else if statement would get printed over here. Now else would not be used, because else because else if statement in the above statement has already been printed, so it's no need is felt to print the else. So let's recap what we have learned today. We have learned that how to use if, else if and else statement, and this is how we would like to conclude this video.